your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. This is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, last week the Gering City Council gave initial approval to an ordinance intended to combat people living in RVs on private property. The city's Public Safety Committee forwarded a recommendation that RV use on private land may be limited to 7 consecutive days and no more than 14 days total in a calendar year. City Engineer Annie Folk explained that as it currently stands, people living in RVs is only addressed in zoning codes.
The problem is that zoning code is not very effective for enforcement. It's not a very good vehicle for that. And so after reviewing our municipal code of ordinances, there's nothing in there actually addressing living in RVs. And so we'd like to get that rectified so that then our police department would have the ability to address people living in RVs.
Folks said allowing people to live in their RVs presents specific issues, including the running of extension cords presenting trip hazards, the use of generators, and the possibility of improper release of wastewater. Living in an RV in a space intended for that use, such as Rubidoux RV Park, would not be prohibited, but such use on other public property would be.
A Nebraska FFA member finishes third in the nation in extemporaneous speaking here at the National FFA Convention. He joins me now. That's Carson Ryman from the Gothenburg FFA chapter. Congratulations to you, sir.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Well, how did it feel being up there, hearing your name? You knew you were in the top 4. You heard the results up there. What kind of emotions were going through your head?
Well, it's really kind of special because you get to that point, and when you're in that point of the competition, you realize, wow, like I made it to the top 4. That's a pretty big accomplishment already. We were talking backstage beforehand. Whoever comes out first, whoever comes out fourth, we all made it to that top 4 spot. So I think that was really the impressive part for me, is like, wow, like finally made it here.
Let's give some context to this contest. What all was involved in extemporaneous speaking? What's the process look like behind the scenes?
So extemporaneous speaking, you'll pull a topic essentially, which they'll assign you. So they've got a certain list of topics that you draw from. You pick 3, and then you decide on one topic that you're going to do your speech on. And then after that, you got 30 minutes of prep, and then you go give your speech to the best of your ability. So
you continue through the process. 3 different speeches you gave here at National FFA Convention. Out of those 3, which was your favorite topic you drew?
My favorite topic was actually my semifinal round, and I think it's the best speech I gave. It was on the deterioration of rural hospitals in rural America and how that's going to affect ag communities. So I thought that was an important agricultural issue that I've seen both in my own state and obviously in my own community, and I thought it was something that was pretty easy to talk on.
So you pull a topic. How much time do you have to prepare for your speech that you'll ultimately give?
So all you get is that full 30 minutes.
Okay.
It's that from start to finish, you pull that topic, you have 30 minutes, they start your timer, and then that end of that 30 minutes, you are out there on stage rolling.
How much work have you put into this contest, studying these issues and polling statistics and having those stories ready?
Well, actually, my biggest thing has been listening to 880 in the mornings. I've been listening to rural radio, KRVN a lot.
I'd like to hear that.
Yeah, because that's the best place that I can get some ag issues. But I also do a lot of practice in school. Actually, I have a speech class that I'm able to take and kind of work FFA into that. And so I've been practicing extemp for probably about 6 or 8 weeks now, somewhere around there. And I've been given about an extemp a week, doing that 30-minute prep, and that's been the main source of my practice and what I've learned thus far.
So how do you think you use these skills and extemporaneous public speaking as you continue? I know you're a senior this year, going to be looking at college in the next year. How do you see yourself using this moving forward?
Well, the biggest deal I think for me is regardless of what industry you're going into, extemporaneous speaking helps you to think on your feet. There will be lots of different places, regardless of what job or field or industry you're in, that you're going to have to come up with answers, and you're going to have answers fast. And so extemporaneous speaking really does prepare you for a lot of those questions that you'll get asked later in life.
Speaking of questions, I mentioned you're a senior. Everybody's asking you right now, what comes next? So I'll just join that growing list. What are your plans next, Carson?
So my biggest plan actually is to, I'm hoping to take a lot of my talent to the University of Nebraska at Lincoln. They've got something called the Angler Entrepreneurship there. I'm sure you've heard of it. And I've thought about all the sorts of other colleges for things like agribusiness and things like agronomy, but nobody else has that angler space like UNL does. So I think that's going to be really important for my future. And so that's where I think I'm headed.
You have quite the supervised agricultural experience. We've talked about it. Ryman Spuds, you grow potatoes there in Gothenburg, right?
Yes, I do grow potatoes. Actually, my last finals speech was actually on specialty crop production, so I got to use a little part of my personal experience for that.
Well, Carson, congratulations to you again. He finishes third in the nation in extemporaneous public speaking here at the 98th National FFA Convention.
And the city of Scottsbluff has unveiled a brand new mini-pitch soccer system at Veterans Park, one of only 3 in Nebraska, the only one west of Omaha. The new facility brings a fast-paced, small-sided version of soccer designed for players of all ages and abilities. Parks and Recreation Director Matt Carpenter says that the project highlights the city's commitment to creating quality recreation spaces that bring people together. The mini pitch includes LED lighting for evening games, secure fencing, built-in seating, and a synthetic surface for year-round play. It's now open to the public with reservations available through the city's recreation program. Additional programming is planned for the coming year. We'll have more news right after this.
The journey of a dream becoming reality. When we're young, a dream develops into a passion. That passion continues to manifest and grows as you do. It becomes all you want to do and all you want to be. It gives you direction. It drives you. Then, your dream has become a reality. When that dream is ready to be reality, Platte Valley Bank will be with you every step of the way.
I would definitely recommend Allo's business services to other companies. Allo's next-gen firewalls have allowed us to tie 6 physical locations together along with numerous remote employees to produce and collaborate and generate content for our local radio group. It is very important for Nebraska Rural Radio Association to have the best in internet and phone service. We rely upon that every single day. Allo provided me with a solution that fit our needs. They have a quality product, great technical support, and a local presence in their community.
Welcome back. Nebraska Governor Jim Pillen says the latest revenue projection for the state highlights the need for support of his effort to deliver $500 million a year in budget cuts to help fix the property tax system and balance the budget. On Friday, the Nebraska Economic Forecasting Advisory Board reduced the state revenue forecast by $120 million in fiscal year 25-26 and $247 million the following fiscal year. In a statement, Pillen said since day one, his administration has been focused on running the state like a business and bringing fiscally conservative values to Nebraska government. He said the forecasting board's projections underpin the critical work of cutting government spending and identifying efficiencies while improving services. The governor's full executive budget recommendation will be released mid-January, along with his annual State of the State address. Well, Wyoming Governor Mark Gordon on Friday declared a public welfare emergency and issued an executive order authorizing up to $10 million in state emergency funds to ensure Wyoming families continue to have access to food as federal SNAP dollars run out. Gordon said food insecurity doesn't care about political parties, and Wyoming will not allow its citizens to go hungry because Washington can't do its job. The executive order directs the Wyoming Department of Family Services to coordinate with the state budget director to deploy emergency funds to charitable organizations and churches which have food banks, pantries, and mobile food pantries that distribute food to Wyomingites.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
Postseason volleyball, postseason football, plus basketball season is underway. First for high school volleyball, the Gering Bulldogs will head out tomorrow for Lincoln to play in the Class B state tournament. Despite a loss at home to Bennington in 4 sets in the district final on Saturday, Gering able to qualify as the lone wild card in Class B. They'll open bright and early on Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Mountain Time at Pinnacle Bank Arena as the number 8 seed. They'll take on top seed and defending state champion Norris. We'll have the broadcast on KMOR 93.3 Wednesday morning starting at 7:45. More postseason volleyball, this time right here in Scottsbluff, with WNCC hosting the Region 9 tournament starting on Wednesday morning. For the Cougars, they qualified as the number 2 seed out of the South, and they'll open Wednesday at 11 in the morning with a first-round matchup against Laramie County Community College. That's one of 4 matches that day at the Palace. The tournament's set to run Wednesday through the weekend. That'll run through Saturday with 2 teams in this Region 9 tourney auto-qualifying for the national tournament. NJC, the top seed out of the South, comes in as the Region 9 favorite with a record of 29-3 on the season. What about the basketball season? That's underway for WNCC. It opened up over the weekend at Cougar Palace. The WNCC women starting 1-1 with a win over Colorado Northwestern on Friday before a loss to nationally ranked Salt Lake Community College on Saturday. The WNCC women, they'll be home tomorrow night to play rival Casper at 5:30. We'll have the game with Chuck Schwartz on KOLT starting with the pregame show at 5:15. The Cougar men, they opened the season going 0-2, a home loss on Friday to nationally ranked Snow College, and then Saturday a loss to Dodge City Community College, a school out of Kansas. The WNCC men, they'll be off until this weekend. They'll head down to Kansas to play Cowley College and Butler Community College. Playoff football late this week. A couple of D1 quarterfinal broadcasts. We'll have Bridgeport on the road at Sandy Creek on 94.1 The Brand. Hemmingford treks to play at Crawford. That'll be on 107.3 The Trail. Both Scottsbluff and Gering suffered first-round playoff losses. Some other teams still alive in the postseason, Sidney, Layton, and Garden County. That's the latest today from right here at the Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, VistaBeam has been named 2025 Operator of the Year by the WISPA, the Wireless Internet Service Providers Association. The award recognizes VistaBeam's leadership, innovation, and commitment to bringing the digital divide through a combination of fiber and fixed wireless technologies, and was made recently during WISPA's annual conference in Las Vegas. Company CEO Matt Larson said the award is really a testament to what can happen when you invest in people, technology, and local relationships that last. VistaBeam provides broadband access to more than 100 communities across the Nebraska, Wyoming, and Colorado region, and has played a pivotal role in expanding internet infrastructure in rural areas through public-private partnerships and state broadband initiatives. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.